Good day, good people. Welcome to Good for Good Loot. Today's LOT of the day is Upper Decks Marvel Packs. I have two Spider-Man ones, and then we have Marvel Anno 21-22. Marvel Assemble. Let's check out the pack artwork for this Marvel Anno 21-22 pack. Collect all 100 base cards. And in each pack, there are 5 cards. This pack contains an assortment of 2021-22 Marvel Anno trading cards. Interesting how both these series have the characters facing each other. Let me take another look. So these packs come from blaster boxes, not booster boxes. And the touch of the cards feel quite nice. It's like glossy cardboard. First character, we got Spider-Woman. How apt to end, we are gonna open Spider-Man later. Oh, and there's some information. Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew dusted off her classic Spider-Woman suit and hit the streets of New York to resume her crime-fighting career. Unfortunately, the first miscreants she met didn't even recognize her. And then there's strength, intelligence, speed, durability, energy, projection, fighting skills. Next character, Fila Bell. Fila Bell and the other Guardians of the Galaxy were surprised to discover that Ego, the living planet, was on the move, and even more surprised by a mysterious black shell that suddenly covered him. I just noticed that these upper deck cards are printed in Canada. Next, we got Wolverine, one of the key characters in X-Men. His fighting skills is maxed out. The new nation of vampires in Chernobyl got a taste of Wolverine's blood and took it to their leader, Dracula. Oh. He wanted to use Wolverine's blood to rid himself of his weakness to sunlight. That's interesting. Next, we have Franklin Richards, another name that I don't know. Oh, Fantastic Four. The son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, Franklin Richards was Krakoa's bridge between mutants and the Fantastic Four, but he was no longer welcomed when his mutant status was proven to be temporary. His energy projection is at the maximum. And the 5th card is Sunfire. Shiro Yoshida Sunfire joined the reconstituted X-Men in time to fight an invading alien machine that attacked New York City. Sunfire used his heat to attack the alien from inside the X-Men's mech. So that's 5 cards in the Marvel Anno 2021-22. Now we will open the 2 Spider-Man packs. The pack says look for original art sketch cards. And there are 6 cards inside. So these packs come in a box of 12, and I got 2. Surprisingly, the pack artwork is different from what's on the cover. Collect monumental covers and numbered parallel cards. First card, Spider-Man vs. Jekyll. Battle time. You've interfered with my plans for the last time, Peter. And Spider-Man is thinking this is not going well. All these cards are double-sided. Let's see, there's more dialogue. The Jekyll can't quit cloning around. He's He's meddled in and muddled up my life far too often, creating clones of me, resulting in Kane and Ben Reilly. But it'll only take one Spider-Man to end the Jekyll's genetic tampering, and I'm no carbon copy. Next, we got Nighthawk. I think the rest of the common cards will look something like that. It has quite a nice background. He looks nice with the red cape against the red border. And on the back, we got some bio. Real name, Kyle Richmond. First appearance, The Avengers 1963. Powers, abilities, cybernetic, bodysuit, flight, superhuman, strength and agility at night. Skilled acrobat. Bio. Nighthawk flew into action with the squadron Sinister but later sought to atone. He helped Spider-Man defeat Meteor Man, became a mainstay of the Defenders, and joined the Thunderbolts, the Squadron Supreme, and the Initiative, among other teams. And next we have Agent Venom. Real name Eugene Flash Thompson. First appearance The Amazing Spider-Man 1999. Powers and abilities Alien symbiote abilities, skilled marksman and combatant. When Flash Thompson returned home injured from his tour of duty in Iraq, he was given a new lease of life in Project Rebirth 2.0. He became the willing host of the alien symbiote to serve and protect as Agent Venom. Now we have Scarlet Spider. Real name Benjamin Riley. Spider-Man 1990. Enhanced physiology, strength and agility, spider sense, wall crawling, web shooters. One of several Peter Parker clones created by the Jekyll. Ben Riley once took on the role of Spider-Man, then he was opted to forge his own legacy as the Scarlet Spider before coming into conflict with his clone sibling Kane. And next we have The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm glad this card appeared in a Spider-Man pack. Peter Benjamin Parker, Amazing Fantasy 1962. Enhanced physiology, spans. Strength and agility, spider sense, wall crawling, web shooters. A radioactive spider gives Peter Parker. Peter Parker spider-like abilities. At first he was content to cash in on new factor. Wow factor, I mean. But vowed to use his power for justice after witnessing the death of his uncle Ben. Next we got Professor X. Dr. Charles Francis Xavier, Uncanny X-Men 1963. Genius intellect, mind control, expert tactician, psychic telepathy, psionic or pionic blast, astral projection. Professor Powers trapped Charles Xavier in a psychoplastic cage in his mansion to drain Xavier's powers. His spider senses above Spider-Man broke in. Spidey fought Powers' minion, the Fixer, while Xavier and Mantello exchanged astral blows. Next pack. Okay, so the pack inside has the same artwork. First card, Black Tarantula. Carlos La Muerto. The Amazing Spider-Man 1963. Superhuman strength, agility and endurance, regeneration, optic blast, master martial artist. Steeped in mystery, the mental and power of the Black Tarantula had been passed down from generation to generation. Then the legacy fell upon Carlos La Muerto, whether he wanted it or not. Next, we got another Battle Time card. This is Spider-Man vs. Kraven. I'm being stalked. Now, that wouldn't be all bad if it were a member of the Spider-Man fan club. Okay, yes, it would be. But my spider sense is tingling something fierce. He's relentless, remorseless, and resolute. He's the perfect hunter and I'm his prey. His name's Kraven. Next, we got a thing called Man-Thing. Real name, Ted Sallis, Savage Tales 1971. Empathic chlorokinesis dimensional travel flight. While treating Kurt Connors in the Combat Support Hospital, Ted Sallis discussed his research on the Super Solidus serum. Connors later began testing cell regeneration with reptilian DNA, and the experimental serum and swamp water transformed Sallis into the Man-Thing. Next, we got Scarlet Witch with a red background, which is different from the others. Wanda Maximoff, Uncanny 1963. Chaos Magic, Hex, Bolts, Probability Warping. The limits to Wanda Maximoff's reality-altering chaos magic are unknown and were put to the test when the Phoenix came to Earth. When the Avengers learned Phoenix Force was susceptible to chaos magic, Spider-Man and the Scarlet Witch each helped Hope Summers prepare to take on the Phoenix. Another Battle Time card. This is Spider-Man vs. Vulture. Adrian Tumas is a scavenger. As the Vulture, he circles around his quarry, then swoops in to pick it clean just like his namesake. He's got taste for high-tech, so it isn't too difficult to bait him. Still, my spider suit hasn't sprouted wings yet, and I didn't bring a parachute. Next, we have Anti-Venom. Eddie Brock, The Amazing Spider-Man, 1999. Superhuman strength, agility, regeneration, organic webbing, telepathy, molecular manipulation. A white symbiote bonded to Eddie Brock after the Venom symbiote bonded to Gargon. Venom was a disease and Brock's new symbiote was the cure, anti-venom. And on top of these cards, I also have 2 more. And these 2 look nice. This is the Monumental cover card. Oh, I just realized it's one of the Monumental covers card. I just thought the whole card looked nice because of the comic effect. The Amazing Spider-Man, The Birth of a Superhero, November 01, 1966. As Spider-Man contends with the menace of J. Jonah Jameson's son, John Jonah Jameson III. Oh my god. Pete Parker is blindsided by his blind date Mary Jane Watson, making her first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson's son, John Jonah Jameson. Well, that was a lot of reading. And the last card we got, X-Men. How many characters can you recognize? Cyclops, Archangel, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Gambit, Emma Frost, and Cypher. Uncanny X-Men 1963. Someone was running experiments on missing teens using reptilian DNA, and Spider-Man investigated with the X-Men. Spider-Man believed Lizard was the culprit. But upon finding Lizard's lab, the heroes learned Dark Beast was the 6 scientists, and they were his next test subjects. Like, subscribe, and say hi! Click one of the 4 videos on screen. Thank you!